Okay, so don't feel that you have to always be constrained either. You can take type right to the edge of the space, take it off the edge of the space. A really effective, clever advertising campaign for poverty in the Sudan, and they were using the caloric intake of 0 here. So this one's kind of interesting. I put it in here because it's, you know, there's this interesting repetition of the visual. There's a lot of chaos. The energy here is just very chaotic, intense. But there's still, you know, you still can focus. And so sometimes if you create these designs where there's a lot of just chaos happening, make sure that it's not too much, because if it's too much, the viewer just wants to step away and stop looking. If there's enough of a focal point or enough of something for the viewer to kind of absorb and find interesting within the space, then they'll keep looking at it. If not, you'll just automatically want to turn away from it. It's just too much. Spirit did this awesome campaign. This design firm wanted to kind of be real playful with their graphics and their letters, and you can see I love how the SPIRIT just kind of float through the space. Snowflake, love this one too, because of, you know, this would be a great example of creating an alphabet and using that alphabet. This might have been hand drawn, and bring it into the design, and then you don't even notice that this is all text here in the snowflake, and these are all the different brands. It's a great campaign, and this is a snowboard company. I think I showed you this one already. Okay, just another great design. Now notice that what's happening with the visual and the text, and how there's this tension occurring. Cooperative action between the image and the text. I love these letters here, and notice they're so tight, but it's really appropriate. Another one with cooperative action, really thinking about the letters and the space between the letters. So notice this, there's more space on the end here. Another one by Spirit. BIC. Now this was a really clever advertising campaign by BIC, and this gestural text really kind of you know, spoke about the product. So what we're going to do for our project here is we are going to we're all going to be given a word that we're going to design. And you've been emailed that word in D2L. And I want you to really think about the concept of the word and what you're designing. And I'm just going to go through some examples for you to look at. So we have up. You can use color in this exercise if you want, if it's appropriate. You can also just use black and white. And if you want to hand draw, that's fine. Think about the whole space though. So make sure that if you're hand drawing that you really are thinking about the negative space too. It's not just about the letters, it's also about what's happening around the letters. Here's whoosh. For this exercise for you anyway, don't put graphics in here. I put this one in because I love the space and how they're going from edge to edge and this sense of depth, but don't draw in graphics. Just keep it simple, just the letters. Here's water. So you can take a font and you can modify the font and actually create a little bit of a graphic inside if you want. Anger. Love this one. Nice. How these lines are going through. It's very angry. I'm feeling angry. Inbred. Clever. Dieting. Hiccup. Titanic. It's sinking. How far would it have to sink before it became unreadable? And if you didn't sink it, it just wouldn't be that interesting. Disorientated. Disoriented. Sorry, pronounced it wrong. Inside. Oops. And this is a beautiful example of hand-drawn letters. And I really encourage you to do that with this next project. It might be the perfect solution. Screamed. Hope. This is a subtle one, but nice. Echo. Transition. Disruption. So you're trying to express the meaning of the word or an idea, and you're really thinking about spacing, sizing, font type, negative space, how the letters on the page are interacting with the negative space, compression and expansion, migration and elimination. So if you want to repeat one letter in the word, like these are good examples of that, it's okay, but try not to overdo it. Try and really be specific, because you want to be able to read the word. It's not like the last exercise, text is shape, where we were really being free with the text and you didn't want it to be any specific readable word. For this exercise, you really still want to be able to read the word. So there's the readability, but then there's also the communication of the concept. Repetition. So let's see what you do with this project. I'm excited to see your work next week, and have fun with it.